We are delighted that you're here this evening, and it's a conversation about the role of postgraduate study.
I'm Tricia King. I'm the Pro Vice Master for Student Experience at Birkbeck, and this evening is all about prospective postgraduate students understanding more about study at Birkbeck. We've gathered some of our alumni to speak about how it is to be a Birkbeck student and to convince them, I think, of the unique qualities of a Birkbeck postgraduate degree.
You will meet remarkable London people in your classrooms who will help you connect with the sorts of things that you want to be doing. We also have 45,000 alumni with whom we are actively in touch. 3 of them sat at the table this evening.
My name is Terry Hill. I did a Masters in Economics about 30 years ago, and it gave me, from an engineering background, the confidence and the aptitude to take on much more responsible and leadership positions across the company.
They were arguing in red and green ink across my papers that I'd written, because it was handwritten, everything was handwritten then, because it was a long time ago.
It was probably the hardest mentally that I've ever worked, and thoroughly rewarding.
It was probably after 2 or 3 months in. Then I did catch up, and I got on top of the whole thing, and it was absolutely fantastic. But it was horrendous, that pace in the first few weeks.
When it was the most intense and the most difficult, 1 or 2 of the students were thinking of dropping out because they couldn't keep up with it. And what was fascinating was how we all surrounded these couple of people and helped them through, or at least encourage them to stay, because it was hard, but it was very stimulating as well.
So I want to find out who you are. So I want to find out who's in the room and why you're here. So can we ask, how many of you have been out of the classroom? When did you do your first degree? Anybody study your first degree more than 5 years ago? More than 10 years ago? More than 15 years ago? 20 years ago, 25, I love this, there's always someone in the room. 30 years ago? 40 years ago? We have a very typical Birkbeck student.
Okay, my name's Professor Carol Watts, and I'm the Assistant Dean for Postgraduate Studies in the School of Arts at Birkbeck.
Within arts, if I can speak broadly for School of Arts, we do around 31 MAs, which is very unusual in the sector. You usually find that most arts institutions will do 1 or 2 MAs. We do 31.
I think one of the most exciting things about studying at Birkbeck is that when you come in to do an MA, though you may have certain things in mind, you never really know where that MA is going to take you. And one of the things that we try to do is to build the confidence of our students, with the aim really that by the end of it they'll be taking extraordinary creative risks with what they're doing, and creative risks with thought. That's really what we're looking for.
I'm Robert Carver, and I came to Birkbeck in 2004 to do a 2-year part-time master's degree in economics. Tonight's been amazing. I hope the people who are here have enjoyed it. For me, the most interesting thing is the consistency of the experience that all the alumni have had, and it really came out, their feelings about how Birkbeck was such a unique place, a place where you really learn to think for yourself, and that came through very strongly, and it makes me proud to be an alumni here.